Hey everyone, back again, Bruce Legion fan 13. So I'm said I'd be back with like another review of one of my favourites. So I watched it last night actually, while I was waiting for Martyrs to come on the horror channel. So I thought I'd give it another watch and refresh my memory because I haven't seen it for quite some time. That's the problem when you've got like a fair few. You tend to sort of once you've watched one, you'll leave it for a good while because you've got that much to watch, as time goes on. But it's one I've had for a good while anyway, and it was nice to revisit it last night again. So that one is May, and May's about, well, it stars Angela Bettis as May, and Jeremy Sisto. He's been in one or two other things as Adam. I don't know whether he rings a bell with you. I think he's been in Dead and Breakfast, and Anna Faris from the scary movie films. I think it was just before any of them really, if I'm right. It's about I don't know, like about 2000 I'd say this was, something like that. But it's a very good movie, very sort of dark. She's a very sort of creepy, weird girl that when she was growing up, didn't make friends easy. She had to wear an eye patch because she's got a lazy eye. She'd get picked on, and found herself like quite secluded from other kids. But her mum and dad are quite sort of sympathetic with her. She makes dolls and gives me a doll. She says if you don't sort of make friends very easily, where you might as well make one of your own. So she has this doll, grows up with it. But it sort of, as time goes on, she sort of like listens to this doll as well. She doesn't talk or anything, not like Chucky or anything like that. It's just a doll in a box basically. But obviously, as she gets older, she wants to get a boyfriend and fall in love and things like that. And there's one guy, Adam, she sees in a coffee shop, and she's like a bit of a stalker as well. She gets a bit obsessed with him, following him round, making sure she's at certain places every time he's passing and things like that. And he falls asleep at a coffee shop, and she goes over if he's sort of like lying like that and starts putting her head in his hand, and he wakes up. He thinks, that's a bit strange, but anyway, they get sort of a date out of that. And by the time the second date comes, he introduces her to, takes her back to his place. Says, I'll show you a movie, because he realises that she's a bit strange and weird. He likes the weird stuff, and he's like an amateur filmmaker for like either college, university, something. So he's into like the classy, gory, like films, the short films. So he shows her this, they're like a couple biting each other's fingers off and dancing around, drinking wine and biting into each other, whole blood going everywhere. And she's I think it turns her on a little bit, and she thinks that he's into that kind of stuff sort of in real life as well. So when they're getting it on, sort of one day, she sort of bites his lip a bit too hard and there's blood, and she gets a bit carried away, and he thinks this has gone a little bit too far with with everything else. So he tries to dump her there and then. So she carries on sort of like stalking for a little bit, and the other part to it is that Anna Faris plays Polly, the woman that she works with in a vet. She's like bends the other way, like a bit of a like lesbian and stuff, and she takes a shining to May. So she's hangs around with her for a little bit, thinking if I can't find love with them, I'll find love with someone who likes me, because she's never actually been out with anyone before. So any attention's good attention for May, like. So, but I mean, when I won't sort of like spoil it too much, but these sort of relationships don't turn out the way that she'd hoped. So she gets very sort of angry and things like this. So she decides to take her mum's advice and make a friend of her own. So she goes on a bit of I wouldn't say like a rampage, but she goes out to find body parts that can she can sew together, like legs, hands, because she likes Adam's hands. You see, that's how it starts. So she wants to sort of like get his hands, Anna Fairy's Polly, her neck, you know, Anna's friends' legs and all that kind of stuff. It's not like cheesily done either. It's quite very well done film, and it is like a little bit gory. I mean, you do see some things. She works in a vet, so she's got hands on scalpels, bone saws, things like that. She meets one guy on a bus stop bench, and he thinks he's got his chances with her. He ends up getting killed. I won't tell you the kills in case you do watch. I won't want to spoil it too much. But she's a complete whack job in this. She is very sort of strange and out there, and it's worth a watch. It's you know, as the film gets on, she gets more and more sort of freaky and bizarre, and like sort of near the end, she does manage to get all the body parts together, and the only thing that she's missing is like an eye and eyes. So I mean, that's sort of like where it finishes near the end. But good performances. I mean, I haven't really seen her in much else, but I'm hoping that she does do other things. I know I've seen the other guy, Jeremy Sisto, who's in like Dead and Breakfast, I think, and one or two others. I have seen him about, and obviously Anna Faris is quite well known now. But it's definitely worth a watch and very well made. And you know, it says, you know, like the tagline, if you can't find a friend, make one. And she really does that. And you know, the doll that her mum sort of passes down to when she's lonely as a kid, that plays a good part in it. But I mean, that's about it what I can say about this one, other than if you can find it, you know, give it a watch, and just tell me what you think. If there's anything else that you'd want me to review, then just let me know, and I'll do my best. So thanks for watching. Bye.